Another day. You ever hear this? Another day in paradise? Another day on the screen. Look at it. Now we've been talking about it being a screen and taking full responsibility for it. Well, today's October the 12th, 2021. Studying the book Zero Limits. Love transmutes the stuck energy. Love transmutes stuck energy and frees it. I woke up this morning and I had definitely had stuck energy. I could feel the energy stuck. I began to blame others. I came up and shook my fist at the screen a little. I didn't take responsibility for anything. I had stuck energy. And this says love transmutes that. And I sat down and it studied it enough times that I got a few I love yous in. I squeezed a few I love yous in. And over the course of time, I could feel that stuck energy being released. It's still being released. I love you is the magic phrase. I think it's a magic phrase. Saying I love you is the open sesame to the divine. Saying I love you to what, coach? Everything. To who? Everybody. What else you saying in your mind? I mean, think about it. I love you is the most powerful statement. It actually heals. It releases stuck energy. So I can see the difference this morning. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So I'm in process for sure. I'm in process. You know, process takes time to process. Like a parade. I'm a processor. We know that. We already knew that. Coach is a processor. So it takes time, I'm seeing, for me to string this all together. Saying I love you in the moment enough. Taking enough responsibility. Seeing the screen for what it really is. The screen. Knowing that I'm the projector. And that I'm projecting the people out. The 100% responsibility seems to be the key to it. This morning I wasn't taking it. And when I wasn't taking responsibility, then all bets were off. Because it was out of my control. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do about it? It's out of my control. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with someone else. And then through the process of this, I'm bringing myself back over again throughout the day, a few times during the day. Some days more than others. So I'm in process. I should put a tape around me that says, sorry for the inconvenience. We are reconstructing. We are adding on to. We're under construction. Please. We're sorry for the. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Hey, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that the word surrender, we used to use the surrender, is the same as letting it go or erasing, appealing to the divine. See, what I found out today was that I'm not really asking forgiveness from the higher power. I'm not asking for the Almighty or the divine or the source to forgive me. I'm asking the divine power to use the divine power on erasing these thoughts that are tied up with the memories that bring all the discomfort, that get me to believe that something's outside of me, to live in fear. I'm asking the divine not for forgiveness, but I'm asking the divine to bring to me and use its power on me. I think that's what free will is. I think free will is to bring the divine to you or not. I believe that's what free will is, and I believe that free will is always exercised in the moment. It's the only time it can be. So yeah, I got off to a rough start this morning, but because of this club, and because of the videos, because of the teaching, because of the use of Ho'oponopono, the release program, it was there for me. There was enough there. It wasn't overwhelming, but there was enough scraps there that I could put it together. And I'm figuring if I keep doing this, those scraps will turn into bigger portions. And you know how I like that. So I think surrender is asking the divine to use its divine power to erase. Surrender for inspiration. Erase for inspiration, because inspiration causes miracles. Here's what I found out today. All the circumstances in my life are created in the subconscious, not the conscious mind. For years, I've been teaching people, writing books about the conscious mind and the manual suggestion to use. Today, after all these years of book writing, I'm on my 9th book. And now I'm starting to reconsider the entire 8 books. Good thing there's instructions inside Zero Limits for that don't concern yourself with that, coach. Just do your inside clean and clear. Your books aren't out there. They're inside you still. Your books aren't out there. It seems like they're on the Amazon. Well, you are the Amazon. That's what I'm hearing. And to do my erase or my cleaning and clearing, the book's vibration will rise, and then anybody that looks at it will feel or resonate with that vibration. I don't have to concern myself with that. But it is funny, isn't it? It is kind of funny that the conscious mind is not the creator of all this. The subconscious mind is, where the memories are playing. Just can't see them. Every thought is a memory coming up from the subconscious mind. That's where it comes from. You view it in the conscious mind. Now, here's what I found out. You use the conscious mind, you use it to appeal to the divine. It gets final say. The conscious mind gets final say whether it's going to appeal to the divine to erase this subconscious or not. That's how it's working, I believe. I believe the conscious mind gets the final choice on whether to bring the holy high, the maker, you know the names, the higher self, the ATI database, the grand architect, God, the divine. There's a power higher. Most people know that. Most people think there's a higher power. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's a higher power. Well, the conscious mind gets to appeal to it, and that's all that the divine's ever been waiting for. It just doesn't come down and give you the erase. You have to appeal to it. So you're appealing to the divine. You're not asking it for forgiveness. You're not saying, will you forgive me? I've wronged you. You're asking the divine to use that power to erase these memories that are playing in the subconscious. Good to know. It's good to know. So the I love you phrase transmutes the energy from stuck to free flowing. I love you, the phrase I love you reconnects you to the divine or the source. Good to know. So think about it. If you're doing the formula, what are you doing? If you're saying I love you to the divine, then you're expressing love. Now look at the word expressing. When you overnight something, you express it. Where you 2 to 3 day it, you express it. But what if you're expressing love in the moment? Well, then it would express and come in a shipment to you. If you're saying thank you to the divine, I love you, thank you. Now I'm at the counter expressing gratitude. I'm up there with a shipment of love, a shipment of gratitude, and I'm up the express counter. So there you go, free will. To erase it all or not. The zero state equals pure love. The zero state equals zero limitless. And you begin moving to that state by expressing love. See that it's practice. It sounds funny that you got to practice saying I love you. You know, you live in this world. You got to practice saying I love you to things. Things that aren't working. Your phone's not working. There you go. I love you. I love you to what we think are inanimate objects, but they're all. If you say I love you to the road, well, all that is all that is. So all that is all these parts. All that is the trampoline sitting there. All that is this notebook. So when you're saying I love you to things, you're saying it to the divine. You're expressing love. So I'm trying it out. And over the course of these last 3 weeks in the club, I've been able to piece together enough to get through a morning that I would have taken me days to get through in the past. So, in conclusion, when you are unclear, clean. When you're not sure, clean. That's what I'm getting out of it. When you're not sure, do the cleaning, do the erase. When you are clear, you'll know what to do. You'll be inspired.